Hey, and welcome everybody to another Smite Super Builds. My name is Zelkenon, and this is a Xbalanque build. So, let's go say real quick, this is this may be somewhat similar to some of my other Hunter builds, but it should be a little bit different. This one, I like to go with more Hastened, Fatalis, and Bloodforge, but yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. So actives, personally on my hunters, I like sprint. I've been using it more often on my hunters. I just feel like it's a really great item, just so you can start chasing or start retreating if you already have used your escape move or a leap or whatever. Since most hunters typically have like a leap or a dash, so sprint is always good to have on a hunter. Also, purification beads helps quite a bit, so you can be a little bit more slippery since hunters are typically pretty squishy. Except the fact if you have life steal, then you're a little less squishy, but still. Okay, going on to Warrior Tabi. I prefer this over Ninja. I feel like Ninja's more of an assassin type of boots. I don't really get a cooldown reduction on hunters. Typically, hunters get most of their damage off from basic attacks. So this helps that out with having the penetration aspect of this build. Next, this is if you don't have like a initiator or something, or the enemy runs away from you a lot, then Hastened Fatalis is really good on most hunters. That way you can just kind of keep up the pace and kind of chase them down with either your sprint or just just running at them and throwing your basic attacks out with the Hastened Fatalis. If you look at the passive. When a basic attack hits a target, the attacking movement speed debuff is removed from you for 1 second, and this keeps applying over and over as long as you land your basic attacks. So as long as you're fairly decent at landing your basic attacks, you can chase them down for days. And then, on top of that, the stats on this item is really nice. I mean, 30% attack speed and 10% movement speed. As you can see on the bottom left real quickly, we're already at 465 movement speed. That's really fast. Okay, so moving on to Sais. This is a pretty common item for hunters, mainly for the insane attack speed and the passive. The power is also pretty nice, not too bad at plus 30, but having really good attack speed lets you take advantage of this passive. It's pretty much extra basic attack hits, I guess you can say. So yeah, that works like that. Malice. I've been using Malice over Rage a lot more often. I just feel like I crit more often with Malice. I feel like I get more from Malice. I mean, you don't have the passive, but you get more of the stats. You get higher crit strike chance and more power, and I believe also more attack speed compared to Rage. And then, of course, I matched it up with Deathbringer. And, of course, we need one lifesteal item, so I like to go Bloodforge. This is not any specific order. You can wait until Deathbringer lasts. Kind of varies on what game mode you're playing. If you're playing Arena, you may have to get Deathbringer over Bloodforge. I mean, it depends if you're really fed. It kind of really depends on the scenario you're in. But Bloodforge is really nice because it has really high power and a lot of life steal. And the passive it works really well with our amount of attack speed. This way we can get off more stacks in quicker time with all of our attack speed. As you can see, we have 1.7 attack speed, so this helps us out with Bloodforge. It really complements each other. I hope that all makes sense. So with this, on each successful basic attack, on an enemy you get plus 5 physical power and plus 2% life steal for 4 seconds, and stacks for a total of 5 stacks. That's a lot of power and life steal extra added on. As long as you keep hitting them, it keeps refreshing the cooldown timer, so that's more power to you. And also on top of that, with Xbalanque's passive, Dead of Night, any enemy god that Xbalanque kills increases his physical power permanently. So you get 5 power per kill, and you can have up to 6 stacks with this. So that works out really well. What is that, 30? Yeah, that is 30 extra power for you. That's like having another item, quite literally. So I don't have any stacks right now. I just kind of wanted to see how much power you get from this without having any of your passives. So we have 175 attack power, which is fairly nice, not too bad. 70 physical defense and 48 magical defense, just because of our base scaling of our god. And as I mentioned before, the movement speed and attack speed is really nice. So let's go ahead and work on a little bit of our stacks of raw from raw. Alright. So this is without using my 1, so we're going to do a little bit less damage. As you saw, the yellow numbers are the Shin Sais, and basically does extra damage according to the enemy's missing health. Pretty nice, not too bad. We see we're building our Bloodforge stacks and our Dead of Night stacks. You see the rate of our basic attack is crazy. Let's go ahead and start using our 1. It's going to cost us a little bit more mana, but our damage output is going to increase. You see our number of our power just greatly increases every time we land a basic attack. The Bloodforge, you see there, 220, 225, 230. Now we have a full. So with full stacks of your passive and full stacks of your Bloodforge, we get up to about 230 physical power just like that. That's quite a lot. That's out without any other buffs. So that's quite a lot. So let's go ahead and let's get our red buff. Saw some 800 crits there. Now we have red buff. Now we are 252. This is without Bloodforge. If you want to see the number with Bloodforge, just keep an eye on it for the buff stacks above our HP bar and our power. 282 with full stacks of our passive and Bloodforge and red buff, and we were hitting like 900 plus crits right there. So let's go ahead and pop our physical might potion. 276 elixir, if I can drink it. There we go. 334. And that is my phone. That is I don't know nobody in Nevada. Sorry, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so let's see a little bit more testing. If I can not be blinded. 370. So we reached 370 with 2 potions, red buff, and full Bloodforge. So that is quite the damage output. Xbalanque is indeed a scary person to fight, especially when he pops his ulti. And then you're like moving at super speed with your ultimate for a few seconds there. So let's do some poison darts. Jesus. Of course this is with like, 2 potions and red buff, but oh man. So I use this build myself recently. I played Xbalanque in Arena. I went like 12-4 and something, like 12-4 and 7 or something like that, and I did 39,000 player damage. It was fairly good. I did mess up. Instead of getting Hastened Fatalis, I was trying to build Ozzy at the end. I had everything else the same exact items. I should have went Hastened Fatalis because they did keep running away from me quite often. So yeah, I used this build and it worked really well. So that is it for this. Let me know what you think of the build in the comments below if this helped you out. That'd be awesome to know. And if you have any other suggestions, comments, concerns of any of that nature, let me know also. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later.